Hi guys, this is Lee the Squirrel, and this time in class we're going to solve Let's Try Part B, page 18. So let's get started. This time Part B is finding out the blank. And I wish you to remind this equation. The apple you had represents the minuend, the apple you ate represents the subtrahend, and the apple that's left represents the difference. So to know the apple you had, you should add the apple you ate and the apple that's left. And to know the apple that you have ate, you should know the apple you had and the apple that is left. And to know that apple that's left, you should just simply subtract minuend from subtrahend, which is apple you had and the apple you ate. So let's go down. This is solving the apple that is left from the apple you had. Okay, alright. The apple you had and apple that you ate. And this is apple that's left. And to know the apple that is left, you should subtract from apple you had from apple you ate. So let's just do it. So 0 minus 4 is impossible. So we should borrow once again. There's nothing to borrow. Borrow once again. Nothing to borrow. Borrow once again. And finally there's something to borrow. So this 2 becomes 1. And the missing 1 becomes 10 at the bottom column. But you should borrow for the bottom for the column that's below. So this 10 becomes 9 and the remaining 1 becomes 10. And once again this 10 should be borrowed from the column 1's column, so this 10 becomes 9, and the remaining 1 becomes 10 at the bottom column. So 10 minus 4. 10 minus 4 is 6. 9 minus 5 is 4. 9 minus 6 is 3. And 1 minus 8 is impossible, so we should borrow from the column that's ahead. This 5 becomes 4. And the remaining 1 becomes 10 at the bottom column. So 11 minus 8 becomes 3. 4 minus 8, if you borrow once again from the column ahead, this 3 becomes 2, and the remaining 1 becomes 10. So 14 minus 8 becomes 6. And 2 minus 7 is impossible, so we should borrow once again. So this 9 becomes 8. And the remaining 1 becomes 10 in the bottom column. So 12 minus 7 becomes 5. Now, 8 minus 5, this is 8. 8 minus 5 is 3. And 2 minus 1 is just 1. So the final answer is 13,563,346. Now let's go to the problem number 5. This is to know the apple that you ate. And this is the apple you had. And the apple that's left. So what should you do? Remember, you should subtract these two numbers. So to know, you should subtract these two. So let's see. 0 minus 5 is impossible, so you should borrow once again. No numbers, borrow once again. No numbers, borrow once again. And finally this becomes 1. And the remaining 1 becomes 10 and it should be borrowed. So then it becomes 9. And the missing 1 becomes 10 and it should be borrowed once again. So it becomes 9 and 10. So 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 4 is 5. And 9 minus 6 is 3. And this is 1 minus 7, impossible. So we should borrow once again. So this 1 becomes 0 and becomes 10. So this 10, 11 minus 7 becomes 4. And as it is impossible to subtract from 0 from 8, let's borrow once again. This 9 becomes 8. And it becomes 1. The 1 becomes 10 at the bottom column. So 10 minus 8 is 2. 8 minus 1 becomes 7. 4 minus 2, 2. 4 minus 2, 2. So the answer for this becomes 20,724,355. Now let's go to the last problem. Problem number 6. Now this is a problem for getting the apple you had. And you have the number of apple you ate and the apple that is left. What should you do? Let's see. Remember, this time we should add the apple you ate and the apple that's left to know the apple you had. So let's go down. So simply you should add, not subtract. You should add these two numbers. So 0 plus 7, 7. 0 plus 0, 0. 0. 0 plus 0, 0. 2 plus 7 becomes 9. 3 plus 9 is 12. So we put 12 and add 1 here. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. 6 plus 5 becomes 11. So we place 1 and put 1 over here. Now 1 plus 2 plus 2 becomes 5. So the final answer for this is 51,529,007.